the smartphone, then things will start to look very different. If we look at what has happened in the past 2 years, is that a rapidly increasing number of the devices that we used to call phones of some sort actually have become computers. They are all having natively programmable environments of different kinds, where people with average programming capabilities can go in and develop new experiences, services, and applications. We have forecasted that the mobile telephone market as we know it is going to contract this year, something like 10% in volume. That means less, not more, like most of the years that we have experienced in this business. But there is a shining exception, which are these natively programmable devices which actually still continue to grow. They are showing the future for us. At Nokia we have taken some, what people think, strange moves in the past few months' time. We paid millions and millions for the rest of the shares in Symbian. And then when we bought it, we expressed that actually we are now going to give it out to a foundation that's going to license the whole 4 million rows of code for no money. People think that Nokia has gone wild. Paying so much money and just giving it free to everybody. Why are we doing it? We are doing it because we believe that doing it in the open world is the right way to go. We and many other people have tried over the years to develop software based on their own resources. It's impossible to ever have enough resources to do everything. Only the common efforts of free-built people put together can create the kind of things that make this world tick and make the virtual become real for us. That's the one and only motivation why we are doing what we are doing. Offering you and other people everywhere the possibility to take that very mature, well-tested code base, contribute to it, and ever more increase the capabilities of that for the benefit of all of us. At the same time, when we are doing that, we are helping each other, but we are also creating an environment that allows anybody who has the best idea to get the differentiation needed, but on the same resource base as anybody else. This, in my opinion, is wonderful. And that, we believe, is going to be increasingly the future of developing software. Today, we made a very important announcement which I think is supporting that and is making people like the ones gathered here and elsewhere really appreciate what we're trying to do. We launched Ovi Store. Ovi Store is an environment where with any kind of application, any kind of content, you can easily, with understandable terms, publish it to the hundreds of millions of people who are using Nokia Series 40 or Series 60 devices. Because those will all be supporting this environment. At publish.ovi.com, we announced that in the morning, and already now there have been hundreds of people doing their stuff in there, and the speed is accelerating. So I think that again, we might be doing the right thing for this industry to move forward. Offering possibilities for those who take this economic downturn as an opportunity and not as a trouble. Another big thing that we have done, which I think again speaks for the world rather than just for Nokia, is that we acquired a map company called Navteq. Why would somebody like Nokia buy a company like Navteq? We bought it because we think that actually context is going to be about time, place, and people. We all have addresses, IP addresses, but we also all are somewhere. And the abstract, how we are describing where we are, is a coordinate. Buildings are located at specific coordinates. Roads are built to specific coordinates. People can be described and move with specific coordinates. Just think, when we all have an IP address and we have coordinates. And when coordinates and IP addresses go together, it means that in an IP address you always have a coordinate. It means that we can describe the world actually in an abstract called map. The places, the roads, all the movements. Why not all the transactions? Just think about that. And when you think about what's going to make you successful after this economic downturn, that ingredient of coordinates and IP addresses coming together has to be there. Because that's what the virtual and real world going together will mean in practice. And all of this actually speaks about one thing. Today, when you are looking at the peer awards and the winners, and I have no idea who's actually going to win whatsoever here. If the winners, and if those of you who have developed something successful, have not developed it for consumers, for personal relevance, you can bet you will not be successful. In the future, as increasingly today, it's all about developing it to the consumers for personal relevance. It's not to develop it to operators. It's not to develop it for Nokia. It's not to develop it to any of the other players of the industry, but it is to develop it to the consumers for their personal relevance. That's where the whole thing is going to be. That's what the open world is all about. That is what is next waiting in terms of the world which we are all creating together. Like said in the beginning, it's another Monday. There will be many Mondays to come. And one of the Mondays, we will wake up to a different reality to the one that we are living today. And that Monday is better that we identify which Monday that is going to be. And we take the positive spin of that Monday, because then the following Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and so forth is going to be very different than the ones that we have experienced the last few months. I wish you all very good Momo Peer Award event, and I wish you all a very good week here in Barcelona around the topic that is so dear to all of us, creating the new world around mobility and context. Thank you very much.